Hey, good morning, Castlers. LDF07 here again to bring you Tournament of Champions action. So let's get into it. The first result is in, and this was a game between the 2021 Let's Castle Women's Chess Player of the Year, Kelbel 2385, against two-time LC champ Alexson THC from Brazil. Kelbel has the white pieces, and she starts out with e5. Alexson counters with g6, the modern defense. Alexson is looking to fianchetto his dark square bishop on g7, where it will attack the center from the long diagonal. Knight f3 from Kelbel. Bishop g7, like I said, from Alexson. Bishop c4 from Kelbel, developing her white squared bishop and taking aim at black's weak f7 square. c5. Castle. Kelbel castling quickly, looking to get her king to safety. d6 from black. c3. Knight f6 from Alexson, threatening the hanging pawn on e4. But Kelly counters with e5, looking to chase the knight away. D takes e5. Knight takes e5, equal trade. Alexson castles. Kelly then makes the move knight takes f7. The engine didn't like that, but I'm going to continue. Rook takes f7. Bishop takes f7. Alexson completes the exchange with king takes f7. Now, this exchange is considered equal, but the better line, let me back it up. The better line would have been d4, c takes d4, c takes d4, knight c6, knight takes c6, and b takes c6. The eval bar is even, but if you go back to the original move, you notice, which I will do, yeah. If you go back to the original move, you notice the eval bar drops and gives the advantage to Alexson. So I'm going to continue. So after the exchange, the engine gives Alexson a huge advantage with the eval bar, saying he should be up, what is that, 3.1, at least 3.1 here, you can see. But let's continue. Queen b3 from white. King f8. The engine thinks he should have developed his queen to d5 and forced the trade of queens to mess up Kelbel's pawn structure, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So I'm going to continue. The 11th move of the game from Kelbel was queen to c4. Queen c7, d4, knight a6. Knight a3 from Kelbel, and the engine did not like this move. Pushing the pawn to d5 would have been better. Pushing this pawn to d5. With the idea of putting the rook behind pawn. Yeah. And trying to shut off that c7. c7 to h2 diagonal. Possible mating patterns here. But we're going to continue. Knight g4, and like I said, Alexson is bringing down the knight, looking to drop the hammer here. It's mate with this queen on the diagonal. Yeah, he's threatening mate with queen takes h2, checkmate on the next move. So Kelbel has to be careful here. And as you can see, d takes c5, played by Kelbel, was the nail in her coffin, as she did not see the checkmate and opted to gain a pawn. And as you can see, this red here, this is a blunder, because that's mate in 1. Very unfortunate, because the next move is, and Alexson spotted it, queen takes h2, checkmate, game over. Tough loss for Kelbel, as I know she's a tough competitor, but as you know, a couple of bad moves can have your whole chess game come tumbling down. You just have to review what you did wrong and minimize the blunders and mistakes in your next game. Conversely, an auspicious start for the Brazilian sensation Alexson, who played at an 87.3% accuracy in that game. He's also looking to bring the LC crown back down to Brazil. But we're still a long ways away from crowning a club champ, as Rock Dorn is making quite a bit of noise in the tournament. I'll have those games for you and much more TOT action as the results come in. This is LDF07 saying stay tuned, and I'll see you soon.